Stop crying now, will you? Jungkook said, looking at you. You nodded your head, looking at him with your puffy eyes and red nose, your mascara running down your cheeks along with your tears. You kept nodding your head, but tears didn't really stop. He sighed, pulling you in his lap in one go, and you immediately melted against his chest. She was going with her family. She will be fine. He said softly, wiping your nose, and you nodded again. I will just miss her, and I won't be able to see my small little snowball for I don't know how long, you said with fresh strings of tears settling in your eyes. You both were just coming back after meeting your sister. Her baby bump started to show, and she married her boyfriend recently, very secretively. She was going to leave for Russia in few hours. It took almost 2 weeks for Jungkook to set this meet up, changing their location again and again so no one would be on their trail when you would be together. It was enough dangerous already, yet you still couldn't let her go without hugging her to death. You were already sad enough that you won't be there throughout her pregnancy and childbirth. You seem to be already in love with the baby in her womb. You call it Snowball because she keep getting flu. She will send you videos and pics every day. You said softly, tucking your hair behind your ear. I wanted to hold her baby. You said with your lower lips trembling again. You can hold your own, he said, smiling. I'm not pregnant. You said, looking at him with doe eyes. You watched his lips turn into a smirk. Not yet, he said, receiving a smack from you and then a small smile with the red creeping up to your cheeks. He smiled, watching you. He just wanted to make your mood better, and he was successful. You always get so cuddly on the mention of children of your own. It was cute. I can do that. You said watching him bringing your bags inside the cottage. You both directly went to his cottage after meeting your sister. It was his idea that you stay here for a while. You refused considering he stays busy. He was stubborn. He knew that he would be upset about your sister and all that. He didn't want you to be home alone after that for a while. Change of environment can help get out of it better. Just sit down, he said, giving you a look. He didn't like how you don't let him do your work, always trying to be independent. You rolled your eyes, going back to the car to bring some small stuff. You groaned as the burnt cake came into the view. You really wanted to bang your head somewhere. How delusional can a person be? Turned out as much as thinking that they can make a perfect cake on first try. You really messed it up. You have been at it for a while. Your eyes fell on the mess on counter and you closed your eyes in frustration. I need to do the icing first. You mumbled to yourself, taking a bowl of fresh icing. He started covering the cake in icing after removing the burnt side of it, hoping for it to work. It looked fine, just a little messy, until you saw the buttercream was starting to melt. You gasped as you heard the main door open. You looked at the few balloons you settled here and there, then to your dress, which was short sundress, the off-shoulder sleeves lazily set on your arm, and the neck slightly showing your swell of the breast. You looked at the mess behind you and groaned, but regardless, you stood at the front holding a chaotic cake. The candle burned at the top of it. Your eyes fell on the door as it opened, revealing your husband. While his wood died in his mouth as his eyes fell on her figure standing by the cake. Happy birthday, you said softly but groaned internally. What the fuck was that? Such a dry birthday wish. Where is the birthday song? You really wanted to cry, yet you stood there all composed, watching his face turn soft. A chuckle left his mouth as he walked towards you. Seriously, he said, smiling fully. You watched his face blossom into a handsome smile, his dimples making an appearance, completely melting your heart. Make a wish, blow the candle, you said softly, looking at him with your starry eyes. He shook his head, blowing the candle, cutting the cake. How is it? You asked like a kid asking for a candy. Good, very good. He said, nodding his head. Your eyes sparkled, looking at him. You took a bite of the cake, putting it in your mouth. As the taste registered on your tongue, your face fell. It's tasteless. I looked at him, watching him smile. It's good, he said, shrugging his shoulder, pulling you in a hug. I added so much sugar. You complained. You can still compensate, you know. He nipped on your ear. Huh? You looked up at him, and before you knew, his lips crashed yours, tilting his face, taking it all on your lips, his tongue taking the taste of the buttercream frosting, and he groaned. Wait, we have to do dinner. You breathed against his lips, fisting his shirt. You think we can do that while you wear a dress like this? He breathed out, taking your lips again, his hand groping your breast, making you gasp, his own groan sending vibration down your spine. You were limp and seated beneath him, your body replete and spent, your skin was damped with sweat, your breath coming in shallow pants as you tried to recover. Your legs were trembling, your thighs sticky with mix of your juices and his release. He carefully withdrew from your warmth and cleaned you up tenderly, his touch gentle against your sensitized flesh. He carried you to the bathroom and ran a warm bath, lowering you into the soothing water. He watched you carefully, his strong hands soothing you as they cleaned the evidence of the passion from your skin. He toweled you off gently afterwards, his touch loving and reverent. He carried you back to bed and curled around you, tucking you against his chest and pulling the blankets over you. You snuggled back against him, your back molded to his chest and your bottom tucked into his lap, your arm wrapped around his, pulling his hand up to your breast where they absently caressed the soft moans. You nestled back against him, your curves fitting perfectly into his larger frame, his broad chest pressed against your back, his work hardened hand roaming over your softer, smoother skin, his legs tangled with yours, his long length covered around you shorter. Good night, my love, he murmured, pressing a soft kiss to your shoulder. Sleep well. Good night, darling. You sighed contentedly, your body relaxing into his as sleep claimed you both. As they drifted off to sleep, their hearts beat in sync, a peaceful contentment washing over them. They were home, in each other's arm where they belonged. Their love was warm, gentle force that surrounded and protected them, a sanctuary in their chaotic world.